Hi, my name's Clint Whitelaw. I'm a PGA professional, teaching professional, and director of instruction at Lakewood Country Club here in Sarasota, Florida. Today I want to discuss the pitching. I generally like to think of pitching as those shots from sort of 30 to 80 yards from the green. And they're really important because a lot of times I see people get close to the greens on long par 4s, par 5s, and they can really mess up their score if they don't hit a good shot. If you go ahead and hit a good pitch shot, inevitably you've got a nice putt, and you can really reduce your scores, thus reduce your handicap by being pretty proficient from those types of distances. So we're talking about 30 to 80 yards. And I'm just going to run through a few ideas or techniques that I think can be very, very helpful for you. The first one is the ball positioning. We always want to make sure that when we're pitching that the ball is situated somewhere in the middle of our stance. We don't want to have the ball position too far forward, and we certainly don't want to have it too far back either. Okay, so get your ball position somewhere in the middle of your stance. Because we're pitching and not hitting a driver, we'll have a slightly narrower stance, but not quite as narrow as when we chip. Okay, so ball position in the center. The other thing we want to take note of is we never really want to take a big full swing as we get closer to the green. The reason for that is we take these big swings and then we tend to decelerate and we lose control of the club face and the distance we want to hit the golf ball. So I always think try and take the club back no more than shoulder height with the hands. You see that? We don't want to be going up here above our heads, right about shoulder height. So point number one, ball in the center, take the club back no more than shoulder height. The third thing we want to do is we want to create acceleration. The acceleration is what creates control of the ball, and it creates more spin. The ball's going to land a little softer when it hits the green. One of the thoughts that I like to think of is think of the club as a matchstick, and the ground below the ball is the match box. And as you come through, you want to strike that match. The last thing I think you should be thinking of when you pitch is where do you finish? Do you finish with your weight back? Do you finish with your weight forward? I always like to think of starting with my weight 50-50, even Stevens. Not too much on my left, not too much on my right. Hit the shot, and when I finish, I want to have most of the weight on my left side. All right, so let me run through that one more time. We've got ball position more in the center. All right, don't take the club too far back. That shoulder height's fine. Create some good acceleration through the ball and finish with your weight on the left side. All right? And then when you're practicing these shots, just be observant of where's your club striking the ground. Are you striking too far back? Or are you striking too far in front? Or are you just right? So I'm going to run through that. So set up with my pitch, not too wide a stance, ball in the center. Take a few practices. Get the hands about shoulder height. Then I'm going to strike the match. Finish with my weight on my left side. And now I'll look at where the ball was. Maybe got a little steep on that one, but made good contact with the ball in the ground. So just have a look afterwards and make sure that you're hitting the ground in the right place. Hope this helps. We'll chat soon.